I ain't even realize it was muted this whole time.
I really looked over. I'm like, that thing ain't thanging.
Not that thing ain't thing. So, funny story about this mic. So, as it was advertised, they said this was the mute button. So, all this time, and mind you, the mute button is up top. Right. So, I was accidentally pressing the mute button while trying to mute it. So, I'm thinking this button is working because that's what they told me. That this was the mute button.
I need one of those mics. I'm gonna have to get one of those.
And it turned out the mute button's up top. I don't know what it happened that made me figure it out. I think I hit the top one time and it kept muting. I'm like, why the fuck is this muting? I'm not hitting this middle button. And then I finally look up like, oh, the mute button was here the whole time. So I was fooling myself into thinking that button. This was the actual button. It's just a symbol. And I'm mad to people on the YouTubes. I say YouTubes on purpose because I wanted to be old about it.
Because that's exactly how old people
are. The people on the YouTubes told me that was the button. You lying bastard.
Bro, I had my mom subscribe to my channel. She was like, how do you subscribe? I was like, once again, you the lady that can do anything on their phone. Like, just click the button that says subscribe. She's like, I don't be doing all that on YouTube. I just be listening to my music and going. And I was like, and yet you pay for Apple Music. I be listening to music wherever I want to listen to. Apple Music, Pandora, YouTube. And I was like, all right, Mom. Like,
just out here with villainy.
Listen, I'm gonna get one of the mics though. I gotta start streaming again. Mine.
Yeah, these is the wave mics. They kind of expensive.
I was say I know it's high. You ain't got to tell me. I know it's high.
But it's not.
Well, that's the thing. It's a one-time thing.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those you get what you pay for.
Right.
I will say in the world of streaming, you get what you pay for and everything. Like from mics to chairs to
because mine is my AirPods. When I was streaming, it was my AirPods picking me up. But I clearly need one of those bad boys.
Cameras, anything stream related equipment, you get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
So
we gotta get our stream lives together. And I finally seen you posted us on your page about time.
I post us every time we drop a video, man. Relax.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
We gotta get some reels moving too. We gotta get our I gotta get my life together. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I got commissions. I've been doing a lot of stuff.
Look at writing smut.
Are you wowzer. Oh my god, my sister always goes, you still writing that stuff for them creepy men on the internet? And I'm like, I have never done that. I've never done anything like that. I'm like, why do you think they're creepy grown men? Like, why do you think?
Can we really discuss the way black people can belittle anything you do by thoroughly describing it? Like,
and it wasn't even like she was trying to do it. She was like, it was still writing them weird things for them creepy men. And I was like, when have I ever discussed any? First off, I've never discussed what I've written with her. Like, that's the worst part about all of this. Like,
but it's the thing, she know you.
Like, bro. And you know, when I talked to my mom, I was like, I don't know. She must know something. She must have heard something. I don't know why she be thinking I be writing that weird stuff. Like, I'm like, I write stuff, but like, why do you think it's weird men on the internet? Like, why is that your go-to? She's like,
because they might be.
I literally, it started with me going, oh, I got a commission to write.
And plus, that is the stereotype. Okay, let's be real. All the creepy men reside on the internet, like, and they funnel into everything. Okay.
Hey, look, Rule 34 exists. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you.
I get that, but I'm just saying, me personally, I'm sick of it. They're ruining everything. They ruin every single thing.
If you guys don't know what Rule 34 is, it is if it exists, there is porn of it.
Like, look at Twitch. Creepy people are ruining. Creepy dudes are ruining the just chatting.
So let me just say, welcome to womanhood, because creepy men are everywhere.
I know.
And even when y'all don't look creepy, you're creepy.
And it's annoying.
Like, y'all be really cosplaying as regular people, and let me tell you how terrifying it is.
Right.
Every time I'm literally like, so are you a normal person? And they're like, I want a commission. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, what kind of commission you want? I want stuff in it. Okay. Like, if you could just
what kind of stuff?
Like, literally one of my fiance's friends, like, he tells us, like, his coworkers, like, oh yeah, she writes commissions. I write fan fiction, guys, and if you guys commission, you know, just anything regular writing. But this guy literally used to, he like texted him out of nowhere, like, this where I get the commissions. I was like, why did was like, this is my number, not my fiance's number. Do not approach her that way, because that is going to block you.
It sounds like really a dirty transaction.
Yeah, I said, I'm not dealing drugs. Like, it's just a commission. I made a Discord. It's completely normal. It's just some people getting some nice written stuff. Sometimes it's not even fanfic. Sometimes people just want some nice written stuff for themselves that they don't want to go and dig for, because half of the stuff out there is pregnant by my husband's boyfriend, or listen, my friend sent me, you guys want to hear some weird titles? Fan fiction has nothing on these titles. Okay? They don't. And you think I have 8 ages in my phone. I know 8 ages. Look at this. This hoe got roaches in her crib.
Those are actual books?
Yeah, by Quan Mills.
Okay, see, I seen all those, but I thought it was...
No.
I thought they was jokes.
They're real. Old thought next door. In love with my Uber driver. A quick read. Okay? Pregnant by my daughter's boyfriend. The complete series, because there's more than one book, okay? She's his drug, he's her thug. Why? What is that? A husband, a boyfriend, and a side chick, and a side dude. I'm sorry. There's a side dude. I don't know who it is. Handsome, sentient food. Is this a sexual cookbook? Like, what is 8 Tales of Food and Beverage Love? What? What, a helicopter man? What? Pounds dinosaur billionaire ass? What?
I don't know.
Breaking the fourth butt, 8 hot to trot meta tinglers? I want none of that. I love meta. This hoe got roaches in her. There's a couple of hoes got roaches in her crib. And look at the roaches. Like they're everywhere.
Why is there a random milk crate?
Because you got roaches. I guess you can afford a decent table. I don't know. People with roaches ain't got money. I don't think that's the truth. I think people with roaches got money.
They just nasty.
It depends on what kind of roaches you got too, because like if you have German roaches, yeah, you brought them into your home, you are nasty. But cockroaches, them start from like the basement or something. If your apartment got cockroaches or something like that, and cockroaches eat anything, they eat paper, not even just food. They eat like paper, cardboard, all type of shit. It's wild. It's wild. Also, if you live like by like a lot of heavy water, cockroaches. But if you got regular roaches, you nasty. You nasty. How come they ain't got no... They be having roaches and stuff in anime. You ever seen them dudes? Like, when they house be like... Takemichi's house was, like, full of trash.
Yeah, he got roaches.
When you first... You know, hey, yo.
He got roaches. He got bed bugs, too. I know he do.
Hit us in the comments below what anime character you are sure has roaches. Like, I don't even... I wish I could make thumbnails so I could put a roach on it. Like,
a random roach.
Like, tell y'all don't interact with us enough. Y'all tell us who y'all think got roaches. I know Takemichi got roaches. Draken is too clean.
Draken
is way too clean.
Goku got roaches. Nah, Chi-Chi cleaned up.
Chi-Chi cleaned
if
up.
If Goku lived by himself, he had roaches.
Man, what?
Young Naruto had roaches.
Had to, man. That spoiled milk will get me every time. Like, I mean, and he literally...
Okay, you can't... Everybody that had spoiled milk before, like...
No. Here's what had me about that. Naruto drank that spoiled milk. Okay, now look. Now remember when Kakashi...
There wasn't no food stamps then.
When Kakashi saw it, he goes, this milk is way past its expiration date. And after he said that, that's when Naruto was like making his way to the bathroom. Now listen, I drink a lot of milk. Okay? It sounds really weird on camera. But I drink a lot of milk. All right? Now, past the expiration date, you know, it gets a bit of a funny smell, but it might taste normal. If it's way past, ain't no way that milk wasn't chunky. Don't tell me. No. Listen, you start smelling, you know, and y'all live like that before. You right, everybody's milk does spoil. And chunky. Sometimes you be over there.
The worst is the carton and you pour it out and it go right on your cereal. Not only do you not get the bowl of cereal, you got to throw the cereal away. You don't waste the cereal.
Hey, listen, it's the same thing when you don't have no milk left and you got the carton. Like, that's why I never buy a carton. Like, that part on Friday when Craig go to port and it all just, I was like, yup, never buy a carton of fucking milk. I don't want it.
It was like early stage of memes where the dude had a bowl, poured a big ass bowl of cereal with a portion of milk. That shit was empty. Next thing you know, he throw the bowl of cereal at the wall, man. Hey, that's how bad you be though. You be ready to fuck some shit up.
Because when you make that cereal, you be feeding, bro. Like cereal is one of those good struggle meals that you'll have no matter what, or there ain't shit left in the house. Like you always got milk, you always got cereal. Listen, my fiance accidentally left the cereal at the store, and it was all bad. I was like, "Where are the Frosted Flakes?" He was like, "They're there." No, they're not. Maybe they're in the car. I was like, "You tell me where the fuck my Frosted Flakes are." Listen. I think I'm a
violence
calm
over
person.
Frosted Flakes.
Listen, I think I'm a calm person. Can we make an anime about cereal? Is there an anime about cereal?
Probably not.
I would watch the fuck out of it.
Probably not.
I would.
Oh well, welcome back, y'all. We never really introduced y'all back. We
never do it.
We just dived into the Thangs part.
Yeah, like there was a little anime.
Yeah. Welcome back.
You know,
another anime and Thangs.
You know what I'm saying?
How y'all doing?
We talked about more anime this time than Thangs, at least in this cold open.
But today we're gonna get into some scientific and mech animes. Hence Valletta back there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we took this one was a request. Somebody in our comments asked us to do a mech anime kind of episode, sort of. And mech kind of falls in with science like pretty hard. Yeah. Actually. like pretty heavily. So with that being said, first off is some news. Tokyo Revengers isn't getting a season 2 until 2023. So we gotta wait.
So get to reading, people.
So we gotta wait till next year for that. Jujutsu Kaisen movie is dropping in America March 18th. So we gonna go see it. You know we gonna go see it because Sauceman only watches canon movies. So
the last time I watched a non-canon movie was probably. Actually, no, I watched My Hero. Hero Academia. Okay. But before then, it was like a Dragon Ball Z movie. Like, I don't be having time. I don't care about y'all little lies and side stories that don't mean nothing to the original story.
And I think the Super movie is finally dropping in America too.
I think it's supposed to drop in the summer.
I could have sworn I think I sent it to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's coming this summer. So it's coming this summer. So we got a couple anime movies.
That means Dragon Ball Super probably coming back next year. That's right.
So
let's fast forward through this year.
Because I'm ready for Tokyo Revengers, and also Tokyo Revengers is in its final arc. So I don't know if you guys have been reading any of the animes or mangas. I think Dr. Stone is going to end this year. I think Dr. Stone Fire Force is ending this year, so you haven't been reading it. If you want to catch up on it, because I don't think the anime is coming back. So if you guys wanted more of it,
straight reading, I might buy those.
You're gonna have to read those. If you're looking to, My Hero Academia is also ending this year. Like, it's in its final arc, and last week's chapter had me hemmed up. I'm not gonna lie. I was home alone and I saw it and I was like, and then I was shook. I was like, listen. Everybody got to catch up so we can talk about it. So if you guys are looking to do those types of things, find the websites that you be finding it on. This, that, and the other. I'm not going to tell you where to find nothing. But.
Can't be dry snitching.
That ain't us. Though I do pay for most of my manga now. I do my hardest to pay for and give back to the manga community and the anime community. I feel that. Just because now I can. You know what I mean?
They get mine through Crunchyroll. That's how.
Crunchyroll, Funimation, they get mine through. Then, I don't buy a lot of Shonen Jump mangas when I go to the comic book store. Buy other mangas.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
I'm not. I'm just saying, yeah.
Don't do me, okay? Because listen, I mean, you know what though? I understand why, we do what we do, because we really love it. We just can't afford it. Yeah. So, and it's not that it's not affordable, it's just that we got other things going on right now. So that's something too that's really not helping the situation.
Because, it be putting me in a predicament. It's like, either I spend that money on manga, or, because let's be real, most of my not credit card, but most of my transactions on my bank account be either Twitch subs.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Or food. So
not
what?
To mention inflation, is not really, because we used to think mangas. Remember, your mom thought manga was expensive when it was $10 of value. Yeah. Now it's like $12 of value. So I think that's, and you read it so quickly that you can't find, unless you're collecting a series, it's very hard to get behind purchasing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got to be something that you really want to
Yeah,
reread.
that's most times. Most people just wait till the whole set drop and just.
I can't find Tokyo Revengers anywhere. If you're looking for it in print, it's dropping as a omnibus next month at Barnes and Nobles. Omnibus means it has more than one volume in it. It'll have volume 1 and 2 in the first one and volume 2 and 3 in the next one. So, which is crazy because normally you don't get omnibuses until a series finishes. Like, except for One Piece.
So you'll have to wait for the how long you have to wait for the last omnibus?
I have no clue. Like, I don't know, but I don't know how many chapters makes a volume either.
Until you actually get
yeah.
When they dropping on?
Next month in March at Barnes and Nobles.
Y'all couldn't wait till the summertime. So y'all don't get nobody no chance to save money now.
I think they're coming out so quickly because they're going to be $24 each because they have 2 volumes in them.
Right. So
I think they're coming out so quickly. It just took the world by storm, so that's why there's none in print anymore. Like, Amazon's like, do you want it in Kindle? And I'm like, no, I want it in person so I can touch it and feel it. I might just buy the Japanese ones, though, and just call it. Like, people on Etsy is running me, though. People on Etsy is like, you want all 24 of them? That's $200. And I'm like, man, look, you better not give me no time.
Capitalism will be the downfall of society.
Man, listen.
I promise you can't buy nothing now. Everything's selling now because everybody trying to resell it to you.
That's what my problem is with anime becoming a trend. Is that I like it, but it's kind of like the same thing with NFTs. Like, I want to get into it, but it's already too late. Like, and I'm so bummed because I was the person that I had the stuff. It wasn't hard for me to find anything, and now it's just like, damn, that sold out. Yeah. Like, I'm just really, even the good news is that because people got into anime, figures don't cost as much. They're down to like just $24. Like, so that's the plus. Cause you used to be here in America, you find a figure and they like $100. I'm like,
right.
The fucking
busting your head.
Bro, like, I don't even need that no more.
But yeah, so yeah, capitalism is a motherfucker.
It's like low key. It's like, I mean, it's low key.
I get it,
anime.
But I hate it at the same time. Like, I get it.
I mean, everyone needs their dollars. I ain't gonna hold you. I just think you don't have to go that much in me. Yeah. Like, that's what I feel.
Or like. You just don't got to corner the market, like, cause I can understand buying like maybe 10, 15 of them, but people be buying
multiple copies of stuff,
hundreds of copies.
And then like, people destroy it. Right. Like, people destroy it, so it makes it more and more valuable. Like, what's the only one? And I'm like, so you did all this, like, you didn't even care about it. You know what I mean? I think that's what pisses me off more. If you don't care about, you don't care. I feel the same way.
You feel the same way that sneakerheads feel about shoes now. Like, most people don't buy shoes because they want them. They buy them with the sole intention of busting your head. Yeah. Like, bro. Why are you preying on my downfall like this? Like, I just want them. Like, I want these for myself. I'm about to wear them. I'm about to get all $200 out of them. But no, you want to buy 500 pairs and then charge me an extra $300-400
on top, bro.
On top,
like, and like you wasn't gonna get your money back. That's the worst part. Like, if you buy something and you charge only an extra $20. You'll get your money back. Like, you don't have to. People be trying
to double, quadruple their profit. And I'd be like, dog.
I know. That's what took me so long to get it. That's what's taking me so long to get the PS5. Like, I refuse to pay these people.
I mean, they restock. You just gotta.
I mean, that's fine. But at first, when everybody was like, I got like 3 of them, 1,000 each. I'm not giving you $1,000, bro. I'm not.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, I'm not, like, I don't need it that bad. The kid won't want it. He don't need it that bad, bro. Like,
not for no $700, $1,000.
And if I like went back to my kid and really told him, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, they wanted $1,000.
Like, if you want $700, bro, we invested in something, and then you can flip it and dip it and do what you want. But I'm not.
Hey, you're not about to
unless you came with me like, all right, look.
Right.
Let me get that. If you drop the $700, like, I got X amount of subscribers on YouTube, and I got this many views on. If it's an investment, cool. But if you just playing it just to play it, nah, bro, we ain't dropping $700.
Man, no. One of our friends got one. He ain't never opened it. He just won't give it up. Like, he just won't sell it or nothing. Like, he just won't. Like, rather have it than not need it, than need it than not have it type deal.
What type of weirdo are you?
Bro, listen. Hey, I even go.
Bro, what type of comic book villain?
Listen, the amount of people I know that have them and have not opened or touched them.
Are they waiting for games to drop? If they're waiting for more games to drop, I get it. But if you just sitting on it like it's a fucking collectible,
people just be sitting on them.
You a villain.
Man, listen.
You should be arrested.
Listen, I'm
prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
You need to be experimented on by scientists.
Like you need to be an antagonist in a fucking comic. Or anime, like you a villain.
Listen.
They write stories about you. There's folklore about your villainy.
Bro. Like my soul. Sheesh. This shit is awful. Fucking, I can't. But science.
It makes. I thought about, because I guess I was thinking like when I was trying to come up with like a background, because I'm still rolling with the black folk, the Black History Month, and then I was trying to make it real. I almost went Cannon Busters because Sam is technically like an android, so I'm like, does that categorize as a mech?
I have Tokyo Revengers on this list because of the time travel.
See, it's a lot of blurred lines.
I have Erased on this list. I have Science Fell in Love, and I Tried to Prove It, which I really love. That's super cute. Beautiful Bones, Steins Gate, Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone's lit.
What you
That's
got?
my shit. Oh no, I was about to say I've been I got caught in the binge watching what is it? Ranking of the Kings.
How is that?
It is good as hell.
Do you like it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch it.
I'm so glad there's so many episodes because I'm like, oh yeah, we running this up. I think I'm on like 15 and I just started yesterday.
How many episodes is it?
It's like 100 or something.
It just hit Crunchyroll too. Like we thought it was new, but it's been out.
It's been out, and they smacked us with the whole catalog, and I appreciate it.
Oh man, yeah, okay.
I'm on episode. Oh shit, I'm in season 2.
Oh goddamn! Wait a minute. Oh shit.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm in season 2.
Are you in season 2 or is it Crunchyroll being weird?
Let me see.
Because Platinum Inn has you right there as season 2 as well, and Platinum Inn is only like.
What's the season 1? Well, I did get a what's the name change?
Yeah, that's what it is. You're in season 1 still.
I'm in season 1.
Because Crunchyroll, what are you doing?
But yeah, I'm this is the
you up to date. You must be up to date.
No, I'm one away from being up to date. Damn, I watched all this yesterday.
Welcome to my pain. I thought you should know.
But it's good though. I'm fucking with it.
I actually just started watching. I actually finished Your Lie in April. Remember that person I told you I kidnapped? I didn't actually kidnap the person. But the person that I kidnapped, we have been watching so much anime. So he's watching the World's Finest Assassin this weekend because I told him I would rewatch One Piece with him. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna start One Piece and get his binge going on Monday. This moving because I'm a good friend.
Oh, I got a new episode of Orient. Yes,
it's actually I like Orient. I fall in and out of it. Like the female character, I just don't like loud female characters. I'm really
she dropped top on them.
Bro,
it's like I don't know how to make friends, so I just badoosh.
Yeah, literally.
It was both in there. Shit.
Then you get back to her house and realize that she's being abused, and you're like, like. This is all tragedy. I started watching Plastic Memories. Plastic Memories is kind of good. Like it's about android, which is I guess it's kind of science. It's kind of about androids who have like specific special memories, and his job, the main character's job, and working with someone else is to collect those people, and they have to sign off on stuff. It's actually kind of heartwarming, a little sad at its moments.
I gotta go back. Oh, we could have put
Sakugan
on the mech. It's on the mech list.
Oh yeah, well the mech list hasn't really been made. The mech list is more the mech list is probably Big O, Lelouch of the Rebellion, obviously Sakugan, Gundam, obviously like that goes without saying.
Kogies,
Lelouch of the Rebellion, Kogias.
Oh, well, yeah. My bad. I ain't know.
No, Evangelion or Evangelion, however you guys want to say it. I started trying to watch it, but I couldn't really. See, Sabikui Bisco is probably a science, I feel like. And as much as we wanted to talk about it, Attack on Titan might be a science.
Yeah, because they're all man-made things, aren't they? The Titans are man-made, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, also, Max, we gotta hit 86.
Yeah, 86.
I feel like people been sleeping on that one. If you guys aren't watching 86, please watch 86.
Get here. Get yourself... do yourself a favor.
Like, if you guys like government toppling over type deal, like you guys like the idea of people having to redo things or having to like soldiers not being able to come home. Like, if you like that military shit, like 86.
They need to bring back Taboo Tattoo. I forgot all about that. Shit was good.
I might watch that. Okay.
Taboo Tattoo is one of my slept on animes. Even I forget to mention it in slept on animes like Taboo Tattoo.
Okay. Gotta get a list together.
Wait. Look, I got it again, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it again.
I can't even.
Got her.
It's very rare, guys. That because actually I had finished something and my friend was like, I finished Your Lie in April. He was like, okay, I'm headed over to Plastic Memories. He was like, maybe wait, and he was like, go watch Corpse Party. I was like, I already seen it. Going over to Plastic Memories. It's rare. It's rare that people can get me.
What? Oh yeah, I put this on.
Start watching that?
No, not yet. I put it on there to watch.
Tokyo 25th Ward is probably kind of close.
24th Ward?
Yeah, 24th.
I haven't watched it yet, but I threw it on.
I told you that first one is a 44-minute thing. Like it's like
that's that one.
That's that first episode. So
I'm gonna have to snuggle up for that one, y'all.
Cells at Work was a good science.
Yeah,
I like Cells at Work. Science Fell in Love, and I tried to prove it. It's a romance, but they use a ridiculous amount of science to prove that love is actually a real thing that exists. Like make like your heart rate going up and things like that. It's really interesting. I need to watch Steins Gate. I need to.
I've been meaning to watch that too.
Like everyone recommends it to me. It's like one of the best animes of all time. Like it's up there on a really high list. Heaven's Design Team. I think you'd actually laugh at this because it's literally angels like making new creatures and stuff. Like that dude on TikTok who's always like, Gabriel, like what do you have? Like it's like that almost. Like but he's like, I made a star. He's like, I made this thing, I think you like it. It's creepy. And he goes, what happens when you tear off his limbs? And Gabriel's like, why? Why are you doing that, God?
Good thing they grow back.
They do, and I think other starfish grow from the limbs. I'm not quite sure.
Nah, I gotta look it up.
Like like when you tear off a starfish limbs, it does like you don't even know what to Google. Like what happens when
you gotta when a starfish loses its limbs, you gotta get real.
When a star is born, loses an arm, what happens? Okay, yeah, like how does it work?
It's an amazing thing can happen when a starfish loses a limb if it's not eaten by a predator.
That is
okay.
See, it can become an entire body. That's so weird. Like a whole new starfish.
Oh, they can do it intentionally. They can just lose an arm.
Yeah, without injury, and then with the intention.
Some species of starfish can detach their own arms without injury with the intentions of reproduce.
Listen, science, bitch.
That's Piccolo,
bro. Yeah. Oh my God, when they cut off Piccolo's arm, he just had to think really hard. He spit that thing out.
Imagine that's what Majin Buu is. Majin Buu is a starfish.
He's just a piece of gum. I feel like
he's a genetically mutated piece of gum.
I think Piccolo's DNA was used to make Cell.
Yeah, it was a lot of people's. It was like Goku's. That's why he could do the Kamehameha. Like Cell was made up of a lot of people. Piccolo's regeneration.
Yeah, like
a little bit of Goku. Like it was a whole bunch of stuff.
Like it was weird. Beautiful Bones. Beautiful Bones is like about like forensics.
That sounds like that movie Lovely Bones.
Yeah, but it's not as creepy. Oh, okay, it's creepy, but it's not as romantic and like Beautiful Bones is something different. I mean, Lovely Bones is something different. It's a murder mystery thing, I believe. But this one, she kind of looks at the bones and sort of sees like what
happened.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Let's see what else. Space Brothers. People like Space Brothers. I haven't watched it. It seems like one.
Was Space Dandy be?
feel like it could be, but I feel like that also makes like Eden Zero as well, like because it's like about space.
I mean,
honestly,
that could be like low key sci-fi.
Orbital Children. Watch Orbital Children. It's on Netflix.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay,
yes.
I thought I came across it.
It's kind of cute. Like these kids were born on the moon, and like he actually hates Earthlings, and like wants to like bring this robot back to life for like mass genocide on Earth.
But see, but that's how people really be.
He's just misunderstood, though. I think he doesn't really want that.
I think but in general, like anime hit on that now. The whoever, like, how quickly somebody always looking down on each other, and they'd be like, bro, that's how it really is, though. Like
the amount of mass genocide that people turn to very quickly, like even I don't know if y'all keeping up with Attack on Titan, but that's like Aaron's like whole thing with the rumbling. Like he's just like, you know what?
Just kill everyone.
What was killing me though is when he started talking to Ymir. And he's like, and Zeke's like, you can't do anything. Once Ymir's in movement, you can't stop her. And he's like, Ymir, I can give you the world. You want to get back at these people? You want these people to die? Give me that power, Ymir. They will. And Zeke's like, hey, what you doing? Hey, yo. Like,
why you always got to kill everybody?
Man,
everybody must die.
When he was talking to Grisha, he was like, is this what you came here for, Dad? Zeke like, is he talking to him? He's like, are you happy, Aaron? He was like, he can see him. I was like, Zeke is, when I was reading it, Zeke was so shook. I ain't never seen him. He was like, nope, just make Eldians not be able to have kids. And Aaron's like, or everyone else but the Eldians could die. Like, how you feel about that? That sound good to you? And Zeke's like, hey, no, man, you can't. Hey, man, what you doing, man?
Everybody like, you know what? That does sound good. But that's how it be, though. Like, if somebody don't like you, you just got to die. And they'd be like, why?
You know what? Zeke deserved that, though. Because Colt really looked at him and he was like, Falco swallowed your spinal fluid. Please do not scream. And he was like, brother's love hits different. Sorry, Colt. I was like, oh, what? Oh, my gosh. I feel bad, too, because Reiner just wants to die. Like, Reiner's been trying to die.
Reiner's stressed.
So long. It was honestly when Aaron was that Marley or whatever that is, when he was over there, and he and they kept calling him like, Reiner, get up. He's like, just let me die. Stop calling me.
Right, stop calling me. I just want to die. Like, bro, I'm done with this war. I done found out the truth. All this shit fucked up. Man. Now they trying to kill us all for doing what we did to them.
He was so ready for Falco to kill him. And then, of course, Paco shows up. And he was like, come on. I was like, this
my man can't take it no more.
Bad. And you know what, though? Attack on Titan is probably the most realist idea of what happens, too, is that these people really wouldn't have brought on themselves had they just, like, left well enough alone. Like, these people weren't attacking you or anything. You've just been keeping them subjugated. Did you think no one would appear from that? We think humanity is over with and canceled. And then I get out here in these streets and you have been making people into Titans to send. And then Reiner had to come in too because Reiner decided to tell him at the weirdest time, like, I know you hate Titans and I know we killed your mom, but I'm the armored Titan. Like, what? Hello?
Got him hiding in the walls.
Man, that shit. Man, remember how shook we was? Who did you think the Colossal Titan was at first? When you first saw him? I thought it was Grisha. I ain't gonna hold you.
I didn't know.
Like,
I didn't think none of the Titans that pulled up that day was in the group. Yeah. Like in the military or whatever.
Well, okay, I figured out the female Titan was Annie, like,
yeah, because
like,
they look
the way
alike.
she looked, I was like, it's gotta be Annie. And I was like, also, where is Annie? Right. Like, literally, like, Annie would have been needed more than anyone else in that moment. And then, like, I knew something was off, too, because the Titan shifters don't eat people. So, like, all the other Titans just eat people. But the Titan shifters, the Armored Titan really ran in
and just blew the wall up
and disappeared. Like, and this is how quickly I knew about Titan shifters. I felt like before I should have, because the Colossal Titan popped up, kicked a hole in the wall. They were like, "What the fuck is this?" And then my guy disappeared. I was like,
wow.
Grisha was like, I'll show you what's in the basement when I get back. Then the Colossal Titan kicks in the door. Bro, like I think the timeline's really skewed too because we know that Eren ate him, but still though, like I don't know. Attack on Titan be having me hemmed up. It's taking a break I think this week, so we don't get our next episode till they really holding out on us for real. Mappa really been working hard though, so I ain't gonna.
This the final season, you know what I'm saying?
I know they already split it up though, and tired. Like, I mean, but that's because Demon Slayer. That's because I didn't get enough of Demon Slayer because I didn't start watching until the Red Light District arc.
Really? You ain't seen Naruto?
Well, I saw Mugen Train already. I just didn't want to rewatch all of that. Like.
Oh well, yeah. So we had to skip 7 episodes and then jump in.
Yeah. Like I just can't live my life like that.
Yeah, I watched the first episode because it was like a prelude to the Mugen Train, and after that, I didn't come back to episode 7.
I'm also really tired of seeing these demons' backstories after they die.
Well, you got to let them know how they came to be.
Yeah, I know, but dang, because they hinted at a really cool demon that I'm dying to see now.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and I really want.
Because E hit me up like, who this? Because I read it.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I gotta go read it now. I don't have time for this.
At first I had to look. I was like, oh yeah. But from what I remember, I don't want to spoil it for them. But who y'all think go fight them? Not go fight them. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like, but we getting to the part where everybody about to pull up. Ain't no more y'all catching us. We catching y'all. We under the y'all shit. Like,
listen,
it's about to be a lot of mitts getting thrown. Like, and the final, I'm excited for the final battle though, because in the manga, that motherfucker was treacherous. Like,
oh yeah, I've seen. Instagram has spoiled some things for me. I'm glad that it's over, so that I'm not coming across as many spoilers as I am.
Yeah.
But I saw some of the stuff that happens to Tanjiro, and I was like,
yeah, it get wild. Like,
I'm very excited. Listen, y'all, no spoilers in the comments. Yo,
no spoilers, but it's gonna be
people.
Just don't get attached.
Yeah, I started doing that a lot with anime.
We getting to that point that Demon Slayer was they don't get attached to nobody.
I know. You know what? We're gonna get there in Tokyo Revengers too, unfortunately.
Don't get attached to nobody.
The worst part is that in Tokyo Revengers, like the person that goes, like you like, damn, oh I got so attached. And you couldn't help but get attached because you really thought he was gonna make it.
Honestly, what I've realized in anime is like you can only get attached
to the main character.
To the main character or the main villain.
Well, you know what though?
Because a lot of times the main villain survives throughout the series, depending on.
So Tokyo Revengers, I'm gonna say right now that the main villain, I feel like at this point it's time. It's time. Like I can't even give it to Kisaki anymore. Like honestly, as deep as and people are getting really upset too. I don't know if you've seen like people are kind of mad about the last chapter. They're saying that it's mid. People aren't liking like what happened after like there was a certain point and they feel like after this like arc happened, they feel like the rest of it is just bad. Like I don't care. I really, you know what? Tokyo Revengers is one of the fastest in my top 10 got a tattoo of them animes I've ever like literally like every part of that anime like it. I started watching it. And even when I got to the last episode, I was like, this might break my top 10. Yeah. And then I started reading and I was like, this is going to break my top 5. Like, I only have 6 tattoos. And 5 of them are anime tattoos. But, like, the fact that one made it on my body before Naruto did, like I have a My Hero Academia one, a Yu Yu Hakusho one. Like, Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime of all time. I have a One Piece one and I have a Fairy Tail one. So for Tokyo Revengers to make it before an Akatsuki Cloud, to make it, I mean, just because the Spider-Man piece is going to be huge. Right. Like, I just can't just afford that one. But to make it that resonated with me way too hard. Like, it's like me watching Encanto. Like, we don't talk about Bruno's been going, like, crazy on TikTok. So.
I've been meaning to watch it just so I can know what's going on.
Please watch Encanto.
Like, okay, I'm watching Encanto.
I think you're going to like it because we don't talk about Bruno.
Like, we don't talk about Bruno.
Man, I sat and watched it one day. I was like, I just need to.
Yeah, I would have, I don't watch my nieces and nephews as much, so I'm kind of out of touch with my kids' movies.
You with your kids, yeah, that's me too.
I ain't watching. I gotta give because I'm not gonna lie. Spies in Disguise
was fire.
Was fire. Listen, that is the one kids movie I was more than willing to watch over and over again. Like
I was watching Kanto a second time just by myself. I was like sitting like,
I'm glad Spies in Disguise is your favorite movie, little homie, because we about to watch it and I'm here for it.
I'm trying to get my nephew into anime. It's got bright colors, so it'll hold his attention. Like, and my sister's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "We watching My Hero Academia," and she was like, "Please do not teach my child Japanese before English." And I was like, "I guess." Whatever. Like,
we about to learn it.
Like,
Konnichiwa,
a thing. I would very much love it. Well, he does say namaste, so that's like adorable.
Namaste.
He does a little hand thing. He's like namaste, and I'm like, oh, my stick of bake. That's my heart. That's my heart right there. You ever see me robbing a bank with a little boy? It's probably my nephew. Like, if he tells me that he wants it, we getting it. Like, I don't even care.
Not robbing the bank, though. You can't be committing grand larceny with a child.
I don't think you understand. And yet you do. You have a niece.
Yeah.
And you seen her.
Yeah.
She's adorable. Now,
all cheeks.
And if she tells you, I'm a sauce, I want that, you gonna rob that bank. Don't even sit up here. All y'all with nieces and nephews that are way too cute, don't even play like that. Don't even play like that. The minute that she look at you, with a cute little eye, because she ain't talking yet. Wait till she start talking. Wait till you hear that cute little voice. Wait till you hear it. And she go, I want that. You're going to be like, damn. I got to go beat that man up now.
You beat him up.
Now you got to go take a teddy bear.
Now I got to fight somebody on Black Friday.
Now you over there yanking elbows out of people's hands. You know what I'm saying? Talk about some balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar.
That's a big word for elbow. I can't tell you how often I say that, too. I'm like, that's a big word for elbow. He really named off that salad though. Lettuce, celery, balsamic vinegar.
That's a big word
for elbow.
Hey, listen, that's a big word for a lot of people. Listen, you know how
that
long
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire. I don't know how to. No one knows the correct enunciation of that word, or is it pronunciation? Pronunciation. One of them. Pronunciation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. People say announce, like they say enunciate your
word. That's what I don't. See, that's why I don't like American language. There's too many words.
Well, if you're enunciating, you're saying it clearly. You know what you're saying. You're just saying it clearly. But if you're trying to find out the pronunciation of it, you don't know how to say it at all.
Okay.
So Worcester sauce.
Yeah, nobody knows the correct way to say that word. I've heard it. I've watched so many cooking shows. Everybody, it's now W sauce.
Oh yeah.
Everyone is giving up.
I feel like that's the same way though with like
Gordon Ramsay don't even know what to call it.
Like I feel like that's what people do with like collard greens. Like we call it collard greens, they go collards, and you're like, collard greens. Like or Michael Scott colored greens. Collard greens. That doesn't sound right. They're not called collared people. I'm a huge fan of The Office, guys. That line, that's the line that would get them canceled. I'm gonna be honest. Other than the first episode of season 3 called Gay Witch Hunt. I don't know how often you guys watch The Office, but the first episode.
She's going down. No, I'm just playing.
Wowzers.
So last episode, no. We go back on log into YouTube. That bitch struck.
Listen. But y'all gotta hit us up in the comments. You know, we didn't really get to talk about Mex as much this time, so we named
off some though.
We did. Well, we gotta get into Big O.
Oh yeah, Big O. They need to bring that back.
Man, I might. And it's so hard to find it on DVD somewhere. Like, I just want to own Big. I don't think it had a manga, so I just want to own Big O. Like that is literally like. And every time I bring it up to people, people be like, "Oh,
who?"
Like, yeah, like it's. People don't get into mechs like they used to, you know, because it's because Gundam's been going on so long
that everybody tired of it. It's like I don't. It's not everybody tired of it, but it's like it's not as enticing as it was when we were younger.
Well, giant robots just never they appeal to us, but they don't.
Yeah, like you don't really care about the storyline behind it.
Because there's so much stuff because giant robots, while that's the premise of it, it's not the drama. Like it's always like I think for Evangelion is Shinji getting the damn robot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For Darling in the Franxx, it's them trying to understand why they can't feel these feelings and procreate and stuff like that. Like, and then in Gundam, it's like putting children in the pilot seat to go fight war. And it's the same thing with like 86. It's like putting children in the seats. So I think that's why people don't want human drama. They want giant robot drama.
We want more. It's like the episode of Rick and Morty. Like, they just wanted to get the
this one to get the biggest one,
so they can go out there and fight. Like, nobody care about all this extra stuff.
No,
like,
they don't.
Get in the droid and punch somebody in the face. You get 5 seconds of the droid every episode, and the rest is a whole bunch of dramatic stuff.
And I think we got our fill of it with Power Rangers.
Yeah,
like there isn't a single episode where they don't bring out the giant robot out.
You got to.
Like, it's
necessary.
Because everything that's attacking the city, don't get me wrong, I love the cheap budget.
That's what we came for.
Literally. I love the budget. Budget.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. As a kid, I never noticed the wobbling extremities until I went back as an adult and was like, that whole thing rubber.
It's the backflips when you ain't even been hit yet.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why in the moment you never notice the BS. Like,
man, and they costumes. They tried to be practical as they could.
Because every time that droid moved, anything that was hanging off was wiggling.
And then when they had a giant robot fight in the city, they not in them things. like the way the city would just look. I was like,
it looked so real back then. It was like, oh my god, they really get to it.
And they acted their asses off. I'm gonna give it to them. It was cheesy as hell.
Terrible.
But you know what, Power Rangers? Thank you. Like, I will forever want to be a pink ranger. The blue ranger is forever black. The red ranger is always the leader.
What I'm hopeful for is, like, this happened like years ago where they made like another version of the Power Rangers that was like a lot more darker. Like, people was really dying and then really get. I want to see that. Like, just like you gave me the grown up version of Teen Titans. Yeah. Where people really getting bodied out here. I need that for the Power Rangers. I need it. If y'all made with Fresh Prince or dramatic, y'all could do that with Power Rangers.
You been watching Bel Air?
No, I don't think I want to watch it.
I'm gonna tell you about it when we get off of here. Before we go though, you gotta tell me your favorite Power Rangers, because mine is the dinosaur one. That was my favorite one.
I'm gonna have to go with the Mighty Morphin.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with the OG.
Okay. I
like, you got the Black Ranger, you got the Green Ranger in there. Yep. Like, they was the White Ranger.
You listen, the Mighty Morphin, they're top tier. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you. But the dinosaur one,
I don't think I watched the dinosaur. I think I was out of Power Rangers.
Maybe, yeah.
I think I maybe caught a little bit of the Samurai one, maybe.
The Samurai one was okay too. I liked it. But
at the Mighty Morphin, I think I was on the anime at that point. It was Dragon Ball Z time.
That's probably what my sister didn't watch that one either. She watched Mighty Morphin. Yeah. Yeah, we had a Yellow Ranger.
Everybody had the Yellow Ranger.
I mean, we had like a doll Yellow Ranger. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of cool things from the 90s. I'm not even a millennial or a Gen Z. I'm a cusper, so.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm 95, so I'm right in the middle. Me and my fiance are cuspers. We don't. We relate to both generations, but we're not geriatric millennials. Like, you're not geriatric millennial yet. No. You got you're 5 years off from one.
Yeah. We'll holler at y'all later.